Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to Mental Health Recovery Blog. I'm your recovery expert, Bill MacPhee. As you may know, my brand is that I'm a mental health recovery expert, and my definition of recovery is when you wouldn't want to be anybody else other than who you are today. And I'm here to share with you, we're talking about pillar number two, relationships. And the goal in relationships is to bring out the best in people and to become encouragers. Now, this is very, very important today. What we're going to talk about, you know how last week I talked about losing your friends and being isolated and all that. And where we're going to pick up the talk today, the lessons today, is basically really is the cross of my turning point, where things, this is a statement I made that changed my life and was the turning point. So, as you know, when you're dealing with schizophrenia like I was hospitalized 6 different times, lived in 3 different group homes, had a suicide attempt, very, very ill. And my positive symptoms were cleared up, so I was totally back in reality, but I was dealing with the negative symptoms. And my days basically consisted of being upstairs in bed from 6 in the morning or 6 in the evening, all the way just lying there till 11 the next day. My days consisted of basically being on the couch, pacing, not doing anything. I was basically 5 years on the couch, and it scared the heck out of me. Scared the heck out of me. You can imagine when we're dealing with low self-esteem and low confidence, all that's going on. And I can remember being in bed thinking, oh, well, if only my mom had a different job, or if only my dad had a different education, or if only I would have took different subjects in school, or if only I would have, took this job instead of that job. And we're going, and our mind is spinning, turning and turning, wondering how did we get into this mess? Because I was 5 years on the couch, 5 years basically doing nothing. And I got to tell you, that scared the heck out of me because I thought that 5 years was going to turn into 7 years, and 7 years into 10 years, and 10 years into 15 years. And I see it all the time in my work, in my meeting with people when I'm out speaking. And I was scared to death. And I used to say, if things don't change, things are going to stay the same. If things don't change, things are going to stay the same. And I hated my saying. And again, going through upstairs, all the things going through your mind. If only I would have did this in school. Well, anyways, here comes the turning point. When I remembered back, I remember what a grade 7 teacher said to me. She said, Bill, if you don't learn how to write properly in life, you're never going to amount to anything. And what she meant about that was my penmanship. I had very poor penmanship. I couldn't, I tried writing, with different hands, different slants, holding the pen different ways, different heights on the pen. I put it in between my toes, and probably that was about the best result. But anyways, you know, I, I was a terrible. My penmanship was like chicken scratch. So I remembered what this grade 7 teacher said. She said, Bill, if you don't learn how to write properly in life, you're never going to amount to anything. And that stuck with me and stuck with me. So what I did, I said, now this is very important. I'm gonna make this point, and then I'm gonna give you a cliffhanger so you come back next week. So this point is, I remember what that teacher said, but I said, I said to myself, I'm gonna prove to somebody that I can do something. Now you have to understand that my psychiatrist didn't say this, my social workers didn't say this. My group therapy classes didn't say this. My friends, if I had any friends, didn't say this. I said to myself, I said, I'm going to prove to somebody that I can do something. Now, it's very important because that's where in recovery, that's where you come in. You have to say to yourself, I want a better quality of life. I don't like the way my life is now. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have lack of self-esteem right now or confidence, and you may not know how to do that, how to turn your life around, or how to get better, or how to become a person where in recovery, where you wouldn't want to be anybody else but who you are today. But if you don't know how to get there, but all you need to do is say to yourself, yes, I want a better quality of life. You don't know how you're going to get that. You don't know where you are, but you want a better quality of life. That's all you have to say is that you have to want it. Because nobody can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. So basically, again, I said, I'm going to prove to somebody that I can do something. And I'm going to share with you what I did next week, which was part of my turning point. So come back next week, and today is Friday the 12th of June in 2015. Come back next week, and we're going to continue our series on relationships within the Break Pillar program, the Break Future program, which has 6 pillars of recovery. And we're on pillar number 2, relationships, where the goal in relationships is to bring out the best in people and to become encouragers. So pass this along. If you have any questions for me, just email me at bill@billmcphee.ca, bill@billmcphee.ca, and McPhee is MacPhee. So until next week, have a great week, and share this. If you have questions, feel free. But anyways, remember, there is life after mental illness. Have a great day.